Okay, guys. So coming to guys, yesterday we had a discussion about the okay, what is cloud ERP system, what is the non-cloud ERP systems, and what is the basic infrastructure, the basic architecture of the a non-cloud ERP systems. Okay, and also how many teams may require to maintain the non-cloud ERP systems, correct? And how their upgrade process is happening, and we also discussed about the workday architecture, correct? And then how many teams are required to maintain for the workday cloud system maintenance, and also how the upgrade process, okay? And also we discussed about the difference between the cloud and non-cloud ERP systems, what all the major differences, okay, we discussed. Guys, hope you can see my screen, right? Online people.
Yes, Sunday. Yes, Sunday.
Yeah, I think I don't know somebody, they can't see my screen. Maybe they can rejoin the session if someone is not able to see. Yeah, thank you. So yeah, let's move to the so today's topic. How generally companies are migrating from a different technologies to Workday. Okay. For example, you take good example Capgemini. Capgemini was using SAP earlier. Now Capgemini is decided to move Workday. Maybe Capgemini is not happy with the existing functionalities are in SAP maybe, okay, and now Capgemini decided move to Workday. First they will approach the first they will approach the Workday. Just go to Workday company website. See na? You go to company website. This is the company website, right? If you go to the company website and here you can see the Workday, the basic, okay, you can see the look and feel of Workday and what quality of functionality is provided by Workday. You can see HR functionalities, finance functionalities, and other finance related functionalities. Harish bro, please rejoin. This is the issue from your end. Can't simply send the message. Okay, that's okay. So the issue, okay, perfect. So coming to the most of the companies should come to company website. Either maybe the sales people sometimes directly contact to the companies, or maybe company will come here and they will contact the sales. They will contact the sales. Okay. In case my managing directors are in US, they selected US, the phone number, contact numbers are provided. That's it. And submitted. And they will, the sales people, workday sales people reach out to the specific contact person. They schedule a meeting and they will explain all the process, what all products we have, okay, and what best rate we can give you, correct or not? What best rate we can give you, and they will try to explain those details, guys. They will try to give all the details. What best rates? See, now go to products, you can see. In HR, these many modules we have. Correct or not? These many product services we have. In finance, we have a different things we have. That's what in finance, these are the financial products we have. We'll get the best day from the sales team. They can start to the agreement process. Okay. Now, what happened? SAP to Workday migration happened, right? Yes, Workday product team configure the company tenants. Configure the company tenants and migrate all the data from SAP to Workday and migrate the data from SAP to Workday. Okay, perfect. And later, all companies, all the company employees are going to use this tenant to access the Workday system. Hope you understand, Sina. So once you finalizing the agreement deal and once you pay some initial amount and Workday product team is going to build the or configure the a company Workday tenant, correct? And they are migrating all the data from SAP to Workday. Okay, SAP to Workday, and also implementing all the functionalities. Okay, all the functionalities they implemented, and they will hand off to the company. Now, all the company employees are going to use those tenants to access the a company level Workday system. Correct or not? Every company has their own URL access. It's not a unique one, guys. See, this is the URL for Capgemini. Yes or no? This is the URL tenant for Capgemini. See, so let me sign out this. Okay, this is the URL for a Capgemini. See now, this is the URL for Capgemini, and please make sure you have a user ID and password. You just enter the user ID and password. You are able to access the Capgemini company Workday tenant. Okay. Similarly, this is for Remicor. This is for a Remicor company. So this is for a Remicor company. Okay, guys. And here you can enter the user ID and passwords. You are able to log in Workday. See, it's a Remicorp is also one of the company. This is also one of the company which is basically US based company. Okay, and we can see close to 500 people are working there. You can see all the details. Okay, this is also one of the company. How you are accessing these companies? See, this is the Remicorp your current URL. Correct or not? Excellent. And similarly, this is one more company that like that. Every company have their own URLs, tenant URLs to access those company workday system. Okay, just copy this and paste it. And this is the URL for a Phenom people. You can see the Phenom people also one of the company. It's also a company. Phenom people is also a company. Okay, you can see. That's okay. See now, and why this is taking so much time. So okay, so Finam People is also a company, and if you have a user ID and password, you are able to access those companies as well, right? Perfect. See, your basic understanding of this, if you are migrating from one technologies to Workday, like you are migrating from SAP to Workday, or Oracle to Workday, or PeopleSoft to Workday, or Kronos to Workday, okay? The first thing is the Workday product team is going to configure a company tenant. Company tenant, okay? In that company tenant, they will migrate the entire data from SAP to Workday. Also, they will configure the end-to-end functionalities to useful for your company. And later, all the company employees are going to use those company tenant URLs and user ID and password. Okay? Yes, we are able to access the Workday system. Okay, guys? It means company is responsible for hire employees in Workday, and they are also creating the Workday user ID and password for every employees. We will create the user ID and password, and you will get the notification from your HR. Dear employee, okay, you are successfully onboarded with our company, and here is your Workday login details. Okay, please use your user ID and password. You are able to access Workday system to operate all your company HR operations. You can check your leave balances. You can check your play slips. You can check your bank details, your family, your beneficiary details, your time tracking details. Okay, you will get a notification from the HR team. Hope you understand, guys. Perfect. See now. So this is what the company URLs. Every company have a separate URL. Okay, and these tenants are going to configured by Workday product team. For example, if you take the Remicorp, see now, see this is the Remicorp URL. Okay, guys, 1 minute, guys. Please don't try from your end. You will get separate user ID and password. Okay, please don't try from your end. Okay, so this is the user ID and password. I'm able to access the Workday. Correct? And so this is the look and feel of Workday login page. You must and should have the a tenant login URL, and you must and should have the user ID and password. Yes, you can use this URL and your user ID and password. You want to provide these details, you are able to log into Workday system. Correct or not? Now this is the look and feel of Workday. Here, this is the only thing you are able to access in Workday, and most of your operations are handling by front end only. Most of the operations are going to handle by only the front end operations, and you don't have access these one. Only your systems and your tenant URLs. That's it. Only the browser, what you are seeing, here only you are going to perform your activities. You want to hire somebody? Yes, you can hire employee here. Correct or not? Like this. You want to terminate one employee? You want to terminate one employee? You can terminate this employee. That's it. Everything should be happen at the tenant URL itself. Okay? And we don't have access to visibility to see the backend systems. This will run behind the screens and we don't have access. You only see these browsers and that is connected to the tenant URLs. That's what I mentioned very clearly. Only these two things maintained by company, correct? Only these two things, systems and browser internet, that tenant URL connections, and remaining all should be maintained by product team, and we don't have access to see physically. Correct or not? Perfect. So this is what you people can understand the look and feel of Workday, the look and feel of Workday. See now? So every company is having different tenant URLs. So very simple guys. We have a very big apartment. You are going to stay for rented purpose. So generally how they will call you? You are a tenant. Maybe there are 30 flats we have in apartment. You are going for a particular flat, you are going to take some rent, correct? So generally how they will call you tenant. Similarly, Workday is a product. They designed all the functionalities. If you go and got the subscription, you pay some amount and you got the subscription, they will treat it as you are a tenant of the Workday, correct or not? And they will create for separate tenant for your company. And based on the amount and based on your subscription of the product, and those will be delivered by Workday. These are all the modules you purchased. Okay, you can utilize these modules. Okay, and then they will also export your data. You can any legacy systems you are using, right? So the objective is you want to drop that systems and you are using Workday. So we want to extract all the data and import it into Workday. That is coming as a data conversions. The Workday will be responsible to do this process, implementing your Workday, and they will give you separate tenant for you. Okay, this is your space, and this is your data centers. Okay, this is what your complete space you can utilize it. So that is what mentioned as a tenant. Okay, perfect. That's what I mentioned very clearly. See now, how you are going to access Workday system? Very simple. You must and should have the login URL, correct? You should have the user ID and password. You are able to access your Workday tenant. Okay, perfect. So generally, at company level, we have a four tenants we have. Four tenants we have. Implementation tenant, sandbox tenant, sandbox preview tenants, and production tenant. Okay, perfect. So this is the production live tenant. All company employees will get access by default. All the company employees will get access directly for production tenant. Okay, and all people will get access as part of the company operations. And this is the live tenant. This is the very important. It is a live tenant. For example, recently your bank account is modified. Correct or not? Maybe you are due to some reasons you lost your bank account. Now you applied a new bank account, and employee is responsible to update your bank details from your end. Sina, maintain payment elections. Sina, here you can check your bank details. You can see this employee have two different accounts. Wells Fargo bank details. One account is checking account, one account is saving account. Two accounts we have. Maybe recently the saving accounts. Okay. Check account means all your reimbursement checks distribution to this account. All your salary should be coming to your saving accounts. Maybe. Okay. Maybe this account you recently lost. You want to add a new account? See, the employees will be responsible to maintain your bank details. Correct or not? Huh? Perfect. So that's what. And you want to apply. Maybe today you are going to leave. So you are going to request the options. Yes or no? Request options. You are going to leave today. You are going to leave today. You are the responsible to apply the leave. Yes or no? Maybe you are traveling. We can apply the traveling leave for 1 day. Correct or not? That's what. So we have a four tenants. All the operations, company operations, live operations will be happen for production tenant. Okay, perfect. And moving to the remaining three tenants, a different use cases for only development process. Okay, which is the main tenant for live operations, production only. Okay, perfect. This is the implementation tenant. For example, one new requirement came from business. You are working on those requirements, right? You are working on those requirements. Maybe you are directly creating the production system, but at the time of testing, you are getting some issues. Again, you cancel that. Again, you are creating a new requirement. Again, you are doing some testing. Again, it failed. Again, you are creating something. It's going to be a lot of things you are creating, deleting, modifying, updating. Is it really good? No, right? So, for any development activities, for workday implementation, any requirements are coming, new requirements, new requirement testing, implementation tenant, only development team. For example, in my company, we are 6 people in workday team. Those 6 people are working on extensively using workday implementation tenant. Suppose new report creations, new integration setup, okay, new functional configurations, business process configuration testing. Where we will do this? Implementation. We will do the implementation first. Because those implementation, it's a separate tenant, guys. Only developers. It means workday team members can able to access the implementation tenant. Okay, you created a report, you tested successfully, and you confirm that it's working fine. Now you migrated this to directly production system. Production system. Okay, but at, at the time of running the production system, business people complain, hey, this is not working. Hey, this is not working. And we are expecting some result, but the report is not giving the correct result. Again, you are going to some modifications here, and again you are moving to production. Again, they are complaining. Better we can ask to business to do the testing before moving to the production itself. Correct or not? So that is why for business team members testing purpose, sandbox will help for us. Sandbox is the same as production copy. Same as production copy. And this sandbox will refresh and every week. Every week the sandbox will refresh with the production data. Production data. It means this will not refresh anytime. Implementation should not refresh anytime. This is the old data we are using only for development purpose. But coming to sandbox, sandbox is always refreshed with the production data, but 7 days old data. Always 7 days old data will be there. It means approximately up to date data will be there except 7 days. Correct or not? So they can test the data maximum or equivalent of production data. Yes or no? Maybe only 7 days data missing, but remaining data will be there, right? So they can perform the testing in sandbox system. So whatever developments are you created, those you are migrated to sandbox and you requested to the business team, please review this requirement is correctly working or not. They will test it in sandbox. Yes, if it is working fine, then we will deploy to production. Okay. Similarly, one more thing that only for not only development testing. Okay, we have one more scenario. HR is by mistakenly enter one transaction. Okay, HR entered the transaction by mistakenly. Maybe employee 5% high. She entered by mistakenly 20% high. Now she is going to cancel the transaction. Okay, but she is not really comfortable do it in production system. She reached out to us, a dear Workday team. I am very new to Workday system. I entered the incorrect data. I want to cancel those transactions. I'm not really comfortable to do it in production system. Is there any test environment for us? I want to I want to test this in a test environment and make sure the result everything looks fine. Once I get confident, okay, then I will, okay. So we can link this, correct? So this sandbox will help us for the business users testing purpose also. Before they have any issues, they are not comfortable to do it directly in production system. They want to play around some test result first. Once they are comfortable, they can do it in production system. Only for the business users, okay, for UAT testing, okay, the user acceptance testing. This environment will helpful for us. See, na, user testing, UIT. Okay, we will use the sandbox. And sandbox preview mainly we are using for upgrade process. Sandbox preview we are using mainly for upgrading process. 1 minute, guys. 1 minute. I'm logging to community. See now, if you go to future releases, right? In the release schedule, you can see a 5 weeks before. See what happened if any new version is coming, it will not directly implemented all the environments. Okay, for just for a quality of testing purpose, 5 weeks before, only sandbox preview get updated. Guys. Only sandbox preview get updated. Only 5 weeks before. Actually, what is the go live? For example, September 21st. 5 weeks before itself, it means August 17th. Sandbox preview get upgraded with the new versions. Okay? Sandbox preview and implementation previews. Okay? Implementation preview is different, guys. That's a GMS standards. We are not using those. Okay? It means only sandbox preview in the real time. Sandbox preview get updated 5 weeks before itself. And this 5 weeks time, you can check the new functionalities, the look and feel. Okay. Upon the delivery, they will deploy this to production sandbox implementation. These three tenants will update it 15th of exact date. September 21st will be releasing this these tenants. But in sandbox preview only 5 weeks before it will update it. Yes or no? Yes. In this 5 weeks of time, they Workday is requested to company. Okay. Only sandbox preview upgraded with the new version. We have a 5 weeks of time. You can just play around the system, make sure the look and feel good, and all your functionalities are working or not. You can just please cross verify that. Also, we released some new functionalities. You can check those functionalities, how useful for your business. Okay. Only for the upgrade testing, this sandbox preview will useful for us. Okay. These three tenants are, implementation purpose. For various reasons, we are implementing features, testing, development. Okay. But all will come to finally production system. This is the live tenant. All people will get access at company operations. But these tenants are getting only limited people access. Only Workday members are getting access by implementation. Sandbox, Workday team members plus business users. Sandbox preview, yes, sandbox preview is updated with, sorry, who are access? Same, Workday members and business people. Because business also do some testing for the new functionalities, right? So that is why we will give the access to business team also. So these all the if four different tenants, the basic look and feel you understand. And very important note, each tenant you will get separate URL, not for same URL. Okay, each tenant you will get a separate URL. Okay, for example, implementation you will get this URL, production you will get this URL, and sandbox preview you will get these kind of URLs. See now, IMPL, you will get in implworkday.com and your company URL. Yes or no? Production system, you won't get IMPL. See na? Directly workday.com you will get. See that URL difference. Sandbox preview, you will get the preview end of this tenant URL. See na? Yes or no? Yeah, you will get the a separate URL for you will get the separate URL for tenants. Be careful. You won't get one URL for all tenants. No. Be careful. These understanding is very important. You people must and should go it. Okay? See now? So please access important note, guys. Please don't try reminding. Please don't try access anywhere. Okay? We will send an email for you. You will get an email from us. Okay? In that email, we will tell you the complete instructions. What is your login URL? And what is your user ID and password? We will share you guys. You can utilize those things to log in Workday. Okay, please don't try these URLs. Okay, so one of the bad thing is if you tried more than 3 times with the wrong passwords, the account is completely disabled here. It's not locked, it's disabled. Again, we have to raise a request Workday and reset the complete system. Okay, that's why my humble request is please don't try with any incorrect user IDs and password with URLs. Okay, you will get an email. I will share the email, guys. In that email, I will tell you the complete instructions how you are going to log in Workday. The user ID and password we will give you. You will get separate user ID and password. You can access. You can try to access only those URLs. Okay, please don't try all this. Okay, That's what I mentioned. Please access only implementation tenant access, and we don't have access remaining tenants because these all the business people will access. We don't want to give an access for you people. Only implementation we will provide for your practice. Okay? Okay, guys. Perfect. So, guys, we will see tomorrow remaining things. Don't worry. The look and feel of workday we will see tomorrow. Okay? We will see the look and feel of what is the workday default navigations and page, what is search buttons, what are application apps, shortcuts, home button, the assistant functionalities, notifications, inbox, sitemaps. I think another two classes we will completely explain the process of the default, the look and feel of workday, and then we'll jump into the main subject. Okay. Online people, anyone have any doubts, guys?
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yeah.
Sir, first of all, I just as a casually I wanted to know, as a workday team member, what will be our roles and duties if at all I'm into a team of workday.
Yeah, that's what I mentioned. Okay. For example, we have a different type of roles, guys. If you have a different types of roles we have, correct? I was explained this one, right? In the demo sessions. So we have a different types of roles are available in Workday. And based on your position, based on role, what exactly role you applied for a job, you are responsible to do this. For example, you joined as a Workday reporting consultant. You are responsible for creating the reports and modifying the reports. Okay, yes or no? For example, you want to see you want to see company wise headcount report. Company wise headcount report. Sina, do you see that company wise headcount report?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this is what you are going to create the reports. Okay.
Okay.
Let me see. As a report consultant, you are responsible for creating a new reports.
Okay.
And if any change request came from business, you are going to modify those reports. For example, my business would like to see how many jobs are open in our company, job requisitions. How many jobs which are open in our company. See now, this
Okay.
report we are going to design as a report consultant.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
you can see the job requisition. The status is open. 54 candidates are applied for the job. When the recruitment started, who's the hiring manager? What is the
Oh,
manager name? You can see where the job is posted. Okay, and which
okay.
location, which cost center, what skill set is required. Is it a full time job or not?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
you can see these are the reports we created as a report consultant.
Okay.
These reports are going to design. In case if you joined as an integration consultant, you joined as an integration consultant, you are responsible for creating the integrations. Okay. See, for
Mm-hmm.
example, you are the responsible for creating the integration systems. Yes, we are build the integration between Workday to benefit provider systems. Okay. I'm going to design these integrations. Okay, guys. See,
Okay.
yeah, Aetna, medical, dental. See, these all the ECOBRA disabilities. See,
Yeah.
Aetna, medical, dental visibilities. So I'm responsible for creating these kind of integrations. The data will flow from Workday to the third party systems. Aetna. Aetna is a medical
I
provider.
know. Yeah.
Sina.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's what. See. Aetna is a company. Their main business is to providing the
Yes.
healthcare services.
Yeah.
For example, our company providing benefits for Aetna, correct?
Yeah.
Now, today, two people join, and these two people enter their beneficiaries. Before marriage, your parents are your dependents. After marriage, your spouse and your children are your dependents. Now, this new joiner, right? You want to extract this new employee data with their dependents. We are sending to Aetna, and Aetna is going to generate it the life insurance, that medical insurance policy numbers. Again, that information sending back to Workday. How these data will communicate between these two systems? Integrations. That's integration team is responsible for the integrations. Similarly, background verification, higher rights. Higher
Oh,
rights is our background verification system. If any new employee joins, we are sending the new hired employee data to higher rights.
okay.
Higher rights will collect our data, the new hire data. These people will be responsible for the verifications, and they will send the verification is success or failure with the proper details. They will send back to Workday. So how that integration, the data flow between Workday to higher rights, an integration team is responsible to build the data. Okay,
Oh, okay, sir.
yeah, and
Sir,
coming to functional, you are responsible for the functional. See, na? Functional. For example, you are creating some new plan configuration. Some, for example, COVID-19 is a new leave type. Yes or no?
yeah.
Okay. See, you are creating a new leave type. Yes or no?
Okay.
So that is a COVID-19. So this is suddenly came, right? Yes or no? So
Yes,
you
sir.
are creating these new leave types, and yeah, you can tell them on leave status. Will it be impacted your payroll? Okay. And entitlement configurations, validation, any support documents required, employee taking the COVID-19 leave. Who will be set up these kind of configurations? Functional team. And we want to maintain the provision periods. Okay? Maintain provision periods. Maintain provision periods. You know?
Okay.
So different countries, different provisions. Like in India, 90 days. If you go for US, only 60 days. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So who will be responsible to maintain the provision periods? Functional team should be responsible for configuration of the provision period, the eligibilities, the durations. Okay, so this is what you are going to set up so many functional configurations, employee hires, employee terminations, change job, promotions, transfers, benefits, performance reviews, okay, and compensations, the merit bonus, employee options, time tracking, should be responsible by functional team to set up all the configurations. Okay.
Sir, even hire and rehire and terminations will be dealt by functional team.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Technical team is only responsible for the reports and integration. That's it.
So that
Okay.
means a Workday team member will create all the required details, and the HR team will go ahead and process the like example.
Mhm.
I'm a member of a Workday team. I will create a termination block, something as such,
No, no,
on
no.
the Workday.
See, that's a different case. Usually, the daily operations can be performed by HR team only. Employee hires, employee terminations, employee change jobs. If they are facing any type of issues while doing the transactions, they will reach out to the functional team. I am unable to hire this an employee. What could be the issue? You need to tell them that. Okay,
Okay, got it.
that's what. Okay,
Okay. So then, business user, that means example in that case, a Cape Gemini will be the business user, right?
Capgemini, yes. HR team and managing directors or stakeholders are. business users for us.
Okay.
Okay. So guys, I'm going to stop the recorded